What's up, guys? Sub-Zeric here, and Robinsongz is putting on a masterclass right now on stream. He started stream with this third, I think, and his scores so far 3-2-1-1-3-1-3. The patch has just clicked for this guy, and so I want to just be quiet, Robin. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk to you like that. I'm sorry, but I just, it's too hard when I also hear you talking. But yeah, I just wanted to watch Robin pop off. It feels like he has these streams every once in a while where he just decides to lock in and he just absolutely beasts on it. And I took a peek. I took a peek at this game, and I really want to look at the first augment that he took this game because it is not an augment I've gotten a chance to play around, but it's quite strong nowadays, so it should be quite fun. Pick up an Akali to start with, but we're just gonna hold on to the Hunter pair to start off with. Probably a Blitzcrank as well. Probably not interested in holding this Akali. We do have tier start, which would mean with this Hunter opener, we'd be looking at playing into like Pyro type stuff. Yeah, certainly want to sell that. And yep, buy those two. I think I'm actually a little, okay, I could see it. I'd love to hold Elise for potential shapeshifter openers with hunters, but the question is, what would you ever sell for Elise? He wants to hold a fairy opener, he wants to hold the Zoe Poppy opener, and then he wants to hold the Blitz. So okay, he doesn't value the Elise and the shapeshifter opener that highly, is what I'm seeing from the start. Now that we have the Seraphine too, boom, we can put that onto our board and maybe play like an AP opener. So yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying the units that we're holding so far. We've got a good bit of gold. It's also nice how he organizes his bench, puts these units on the right that he is most likely not actually going to play around here, though he does now have Twitch pair plus the Nomsy. Do you want to actually hold something like a Warwick over these, or maybe even a Jace? I guess we're just gonna hold here. It's a little tough because I'd love to hold Warwick, but like, is Warwick better than Blitz? I mean, no, not really. Blitz is broken. All right, first augmento here. It's Prismatic Party, right? Every augment is Prismatic this game, I believe. He does a quick cover of it. Yes. So we know we're gonna have triple Pris this game. What does that mean? Because this is a huge part of TFT, and I think something that a lot of people don't think about very much is how the portal they're in, how the circumstance of the game they're in affect what augment you want to take and just what your general game plan wants to be. We know that we are going to have a lot of everything this game. If we take a prismatic augment that gives us items, then we'll have a lot of items this game. If we take one that gives us a lot of econ, we'll have a lot of econ this game. And so we want to figure out how to scale that with other stuff. It is basically the way to think about it. I've shown this before, but I believe it's meta TFT, where you can go to stats, explorer, and you can actually sort for Prismatic Party, which is really helpful if you want to get a sense for like what Prismatic augments are really broken in Prismatic Party. First pick. I mean, this is a sample size of 2. I think that's just a bug. But Blaster Ground, Titan's Titan, Going Long, Living Forge, Upward Mobility. Interestingly enough, the 5th augment, if you take out this fake augment here, is the best overall in Prismatic Party, certainly from the ones that we've been given here. And it makes sense, right? You get a lot of stuff that you can scale with other augments here. You get a bunch of econ from, buying your XP being 1 less. You get HP, so you can potentially play for a loss streak and spike later. And then you get the 2 free rerolls, which you can use probably just to go like to a fast level 8 and then use a bunch of rerolls at level 8. So it allows you to get to a really strong level 8 board. And then the hope is combat augment 3-2, combat augment 4-1, and we'll have a really strong board at 4-1, 4-2 with a bunch of really strong combat augments. That's the hope. That's the game plan with this augment, and Robin just goes straight for it, which I love. He also picked up the sword for minions earlier, so he's just gonna make a Shojin here and play towards, well, we'll see. There's really no you don't have to go any specific way. I'm a little surprised if we don't pick this up. Yeah, I think you absolutely do pick up this polymorph here because it guarantees that you can make gold here. And it'll be interesting to see if Robin does want to make 10 here. I would think with this augment that you would care more about making gold because like it's going to heal you up down the line, so you don't really care that much about win streaking early, though I think he's about to. Yeah, we're fighting somebody really weak, so we're going to win this fight. I personally would sell everything plus the Lilia here in order to make 10, but we'll see. Robin is a very tempo-oriented player, so you could maybe see him. Yeah, he's just not going to make 10 here because Robin's someone who really likes to save HP early, really likes to play strongest board, and so he'd much rather hold all of these opportunities for 2 stars than just take the free, basically, 10 gold here, and we're still going to make 10 gold in the next round. We also know that our XP is a little bit cheaper this game, so maybe he doesn't care as much about the econ. Ooh, what is this positioning? I don't understand this. Why? I mean, I guess he just wants to get one really nice Lily ult off first, even though she's a little bit less tanky and Poppy's a little bit more of like a damage dealer tank. So let Lily get that big ult off on a big clump and then let Poppy do the rest of the work. Okay, I could see it. Also, maybe the idea is you let the entire enemy team clump up around your front line, and then you get to get a good Seraphine ult off potentially. Also, crucially, Robin did hold on to the Zoe as well, which allows him to have a better early game board. So I think that's more of the idea. Only downside, yeah, it's a little scary. Lil Top is full open here, so we run a very, very high risk of being win, loss, and then like lose this one, and then win, 2-5, and be, no streak here. Now, the upside when you have no streak is that Robin has an econ augment, so it's not the end of the world. He's not going to be giga broke the entire game. But look, we've already got those free rerolls here. Yeah, our game is looking pretty good with this augment. I am so excited to see how Robin plays around this augmented, what he decides to do. We do have a Morello here if you want it. Yeah, he's just going to grab that. Well, we'll see if he ends up slamming the Morello, but that is Morello with Shojin, which it's kind of interesting because these days, most people don't want to play around Rise with the Shojin Slam because you're playing a 4 Scholar version of Rise a lot of the time. So that would then just leave Karma as our AP option, unless you want to play some kind of weird reroll setup, but probably not. I mean, I guess you could theoretically play Reroll from this spot with a Shojin, Morello, and a Hui already. And yeah, okay. Robin holds it for a second and then immediately is like, never mind. I'm not interested in this way. So we'll chill on this board. We are going to once again lose this fight because we're stuck on level 4, and Robin doesn't have the best opener of all time, so I think it makes sense. And my god, that Seraphine though, this unit buff this patch, and look, if you can get like Mage in with her, if you can get Fairy in with her, she does become a little bit of a monster. So that was pretty sick. Now the only scary thing is are we going to fight somebody who is open at fording? It looks like actually the first person that we fought this game was Lil Top, so that's actually really fortunate for us because we might get a nice 4 loss. I didn't notice that, but yeah, Lil Top ended up fighting us 2-1 with just a couple of units on his board, and then he full opened after that, which is actually, yeah, this is great. So as long as Syndra can beat our board, which Syndra is, not the best unit, so I would still be surprised if she loses this, but it's a little close actually. Seraphine, oh god. Oh, that is perfect for Robin. 4 loss here. With a 1 unit loss, this is fantastic for us. Pick up Zoe too as well. He's going to use his free remover here, of course. He's got Fairy in here, with the idea being that Zoe's going to come in next level. I mean, this is an amazing start for Robin, especially with this augment where he's 86 HP. He's going to heal up every time he levels up, and he's going to get those free refreshes. I don't know. This is such a cool augment. It just gives you everything you could ever want. I mean, there's a Gwinsu if we wanted to play Rise, but I think if this is your Rise build, your Rise is going to do negative damage, so probably not the call here. Let's look at items here. I do see a Death Cap static Shiv, which looks very, very nice here. That does, of course, lock us into playing AP, but we're probably already locked into AP. Theoretically, Shojin could go into an AD unit, and Morello could go on a support unit. But I mean, I like Death Cap Shiv here. Very happy with that. And then our items on, potentially Karma, we'll see. Could just be Morello, Shojin, Death Cap, and then Shiv goes on some kind of other AP carry. Only thing is, also we do have the Fairy Queen's crown, so I guess these items would go onto Seraphine, and then the Death Cap Shiv would end up going onto the Zoe, but we'll see. Comfort food, 1 gold for potentially 1 HP. I wonder if Robin's going to take this. I don't know that I would. He is looking at the Shiv and the Death Cap Slam, I think perfect. And he is going to take the comfort food just for the 1 HP. We are on a loss streak, though. Our board's not bad anymore. I think maybe we should have done a little bit more of a scout here, because after losing this fight, we just paid 1 gold for 1 HP, which I think, I don't know. It's not my favorite trade-off, but, it's not terrible. At the end of the day, 1 gold is 1 gold. But okay, next augment here. Remember what I talked about earlier, right? We want some kind of combat augment here. We really do not want to take an econ augment after this, I would say. The gold does scale up a little bit, but I really think we need combat here. Assassin's Toolbox is just not takeable in our spot. Buried Treasures at 3-2 I really hate, and Pandora's I kind of hate at 3-2 as well. So these are actually pretty scary options for us here. Hopefully we get something better, some kind of just generically strong combat augment. Lucky Gloves with 0 gloves, not happening. Oh, Giant and Mighty is a completely solid option here. Spellcaster's Toolbox, another really, really solid option. It does fantastic onto Gwen is the idea. You can go Mana Zane Zanya's on Gwen, and that unit just does monstrous stuff. And then the idea would be that we would put those other backline items onto Karma, and then Spellcasters would go into Gwen. I don't hate it. We do have a lot of items already, but I think if we want to play towards a Karma Gwen setup, which looks like what we're going for, Spellcasters might be the best option here. And yeah, Robin's looking at it. He's very animated about this, because we do have a lot of items made already, right? We have 4 backline items made at this point, so get 4 more. It's a little, we'll see. Ooh, he's right between these two, right? Yeah, okay, he's gonna go for the Spellcasters. I like it. I do think, we do have these items made, but I mean, Shojin, Morello, Deathcap can be, actually, it could be a Shojin, Morello, Shiv onto Karma, and then Deathcap, and then the 2 Spellcasters Toolbox items onto the Gwen, and then we can just look for other items at that point. I don't, I actually like that a lot. No healing, I don't want to Gwen, but, we have Zanya's, we have Mana Zane, she's going to be jumping around. I think it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I mean, a good spot at this point. 6 free refreshes still right here. 50 gold, level 6. Yeah, I mean, this augment's doing a lot for him. We really haven't pumped that much XP at this game, so it really hasn't, saved us too much, econ across the game. We think about Scholar for a second, but I like this a lot better. Yeah, the monkey on the front line, just because, I mean, especially with Mana Zane, I don't think Scholar's really going to be affecting this Zoe very much. She's going to get Infinite Cast Off regardless, so we'd rather just have some more front line. We are going to sadly lose this fight, go back into our loss streak here, but still, we're 85 HP because of this upward mobility here, and looks like Robin's going to team builder his team right here. Yep, going to do the classic Karma and Warriors version. Has to be this version, of course, because, we have all of these backline items made. Ooh, a sword here with the idea of being that it's going to go into Fiora. Yep, I love it. And it's also not even that bad on Poppy right now. But yeah, other option would have been like Warmogs for a tank item. But in this comp, I would say the items for Gwen, the items for Fiora are a lot more important than items for, some random tank that might not even exist. So I like this call from Robin here. Take the Steract. Yeah, just play the Ahri for now. Nothing wrong with that. No need to play double Lilia here, and you could even just slam the Sterax. I'm actually surprised that Robin has the idea of waiting to slam on this. I guess his idea is that, I mean, I don't think we're winning this fight though. Yeah, I mean, maybe I think Sterax might have swung this fight. I guess because we're on 2 loss here, Robin really doesn't care about winning or losing this fight. He's fine with taking the loss here. But I do imagine that this will be Sterax. It's one of the better items for Fiora. So we'll see. There is our next item here. We don't really have anyone to throw it. I guess we have the Katarina for now that we can throw it on. And Robin doing very, very diligent scouting. Seeing a lot of stuff. Yeah, that is horrifying. Oh my god. Those are probably the 2 best Ornn artifacts on Fiora specifically. That is horrifying. The other thing that means is that player is going to be holding Fioras the entire game. There's no way they're pivoting out of Fiora with 2 of the best Fiora artifacts and a Fiora found already stage 3. So now what do we do? I mean, we might still be able to hit the comp where, once again, we're going to have a lot of rolls on level 8 here. And I imagine we're just going to 4-1 it here, but we'll see what we can end up actually playing as our board here. He's holding onto the Ahri for, some kind of potential, I don't know. Yeah, like this is kind of a default setup for the board. You can fit stuff in other stuff like Arcana if you hit it, Chain. Okay, so I mean, yeah, these items look great. We are going to level here, 40 gold to roll with all the free refreshes. Double Rise is interesting. Ooh, there's the Gwen already. No Karma yet. Katarina 2, we're not going to pick up. There's Rise 2, can actually hold on some of these items for now. Really, really nice flexible roll down from Robin here. Can move the Zanyas over, move these items over. Basically, Rise's item holding 4 Karma. And then we also picked up a Fiora, so now we can make the Titans. We can make the Sterax as well, and then go for Hodge last item. I mean, these items are fantastic for Robin. This is beautiful. And the Rise is, I mean, he did a lot of work this fight. Obviously, we don't want to be in this Rise forever, but, the Rise can eventually transition to Karma. So we'll see. It's really, really nice to do that flex roll down for Robin, especially because we can fit Scholar onto this board. We're playing 3 Scholar right now, and ooh, look at that. Robin's really considering just a pivot into like a Rise Warriors board, which would be really, really cool. All right, last augment. Once again, we want something combat-wise. What the Forge is interesting because, we have a lot of items this game, but we don't really want to take this when one of our Prismatics already gave us all of these items. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna go for that. Oh yeah, I accidentally skipped forward. He's just gonna, I mean, Support Golem is a broken augment. I'm dancing around it, but Support Golem is a broken augment and always will be. So well, unless they want to nerf it a lot. 4 Scholar fits in here, and he's gonna play Preserver, and he's also gonna fit Arcana in, use some of those last few. Wait, where did we get all these free refreshes? I guess that was from Charm. No, it wasn't from Charm. Did he still have free refreshes there? Wow. I mean, it just goes to show how many free refreshes you get from this augment. Yeah, he still had 3 left at the end. Even after rolling down and picking up his entire board. That is wild. But okay, we're going to fit this into our board. We found a Taric, who, this is Robin's idea. We're going to fit the Taric onto the board. We are going to fit 3 Portal in with the Zoe. Play, I mean, the 4 Scholar version of this board is a very standard version of this board. Now, you don't usually see the Gwen plus Fiora played on it, but we need to play these units, right? We have so many items for them. And the only other downside to this setup is that, like I said, for Scholar Rise with a Shojin, he is not going to do the most damage in the world. At least we have the Rise too. He did a respectable like 8k damage, so not bad. But the the nice thing, oh, I mean, you have to take that. It's just you kind of have to make room for everything else, right? I mean, you have so much stuff left to hit here. I'd be so shocked. Maybe he's thinking of locking for it. No, okay, he does take it. There's Gwen 2, which is huge. Holding on to the Tom Kenches as well. This is hard because he needs to do a flexible roll down, but his idea, oh, he missed Fiora. That is really bad, actually. I'm not sure why he cares that much about Gwen. He could have just sold Gwen pair for the Fiora, but all good. Oh, rest in peace. Well, you know, it's not look, we're not all as young as we once were, Robin. It's okay. It happens. But still, I mean, good to flex, hold on to the Tom Kench as well. Of course, if we hit a Tom Kench too, that can fit onto the board beautifully, but he wants to play the Diana now for Bastion. So yeah, I mean, the board's looking quite good. I wish we had that Fiora pair, but not the end of the world. We have this glove open. The idea would be Hodge for Fiora would be probably the perfect last item if we can get it. We'd really like healing. Also, stop flickering so much. Oh my God. Bow here, I would think. I'm actually a little surprised at the chain take. I mean, I guess his idea, okay, you probably have to take discount here, right? We're a little bit broke. I mean, I guess the idea is he wants Tarek item more than he wants like a Melio item. I was thinking potentially taking Bow, going some kind of Melio item. Whoa, I did not expect that. Steadfast Heart onto the Diana. The idea being that we have Melio already. We're going to play Melio the entire game. Why don't we just let Melio farm the last item for Fiora and farm an item for Diana? Our board gets a lot stronger with this setup. I mean, okay, I can see this play just with the idea that Melio warps the way you play so much. The fact that he's farming all of these items for our board, why do we even care about making a third Fiora item? The only downside is we have no mana item on Melio, but we have 4 Scholar. So with 4 Scholar, he's actually, I don't know how many auto casts Melio is with 4 Scholar, but it's pretty quick. Well, we can count in this fight, but Robin's saying, you know what? With 4 Scholar Melio, I don't. That's going to cast quickly enough, especially if I second row Fiora. It's actually so smart. Second row Fiora, she's never going to die, you know, before Melio cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 auto cast for Melio. Not bad. Not bad at all. That was about 10 seconds into the fight, it looked like. Maybe, yeah, about 10 seconds into the fight, I think it was, that he got the cast off. Beautiful. Beautiful choice of items for Robin. And think about this, right? The alternative, what I was talking about is the alternative. What a fool I am. Was, you know, going for an item that would end up potentially onto Melio, taking Bow, but he takes the chain, goes for Steadfast Heart on Diana, and now every round we're getting an itemized Fiora and an itemized Diana. I'm not really sure why we move those items off Fiora. Maybe just because, like, obviously we have the free remover, so like why not? But like I don't know when it would ever be anything else. He's gonna go GS here. Interesting. Gonna cut the Diana at this, well, get the Diana back in, play the Thomas Kench. This looks great. Oh, this is so smart. GS for the Rise. Move these items over to Melio. Just 2 out of my Rise. And look at this. Once again, we are just only 2 iteming our most important units. Now Rise with the GS is going to do so much more work. Once again, he doesn't need that mana item, but Melio loves that mana item so that we can get to a much faster cast. That's such... I think this is an itemization masterclass game from Robin. This was beautiful how he played this game. Ooh, a couple more Rises is interesting, but I mean, we just need to roll for Charm every round, roll for stuff like Fiora too. This is for probably the rest of the game going to be our board, unless we find some kind of crazy replacement for, you know, say Fiora or something, but I don't really see what else we would play. The Thomas Kench Arcana is, you know, solid with only 5 traits, and it's not, you know, gonna make our entire board insanely tanky, but it's still not bad. And ooh, we are fighting some scary boards though, is the only thing about this spot. All right, Rise, yeah, he still can't get a crazy cast off, but yeah, a little scary, down to 51 HP. Obviously, you know, the healing from this upward mobility has been great, but we will cap a little bit lower than most people. We do have a Morgana now. Do we want to fit it? We don't really have items for Morgana. Yeah, he is going to make the call, actually. Fit Galio in for Vanguard and then fit Morgana in here over the idea of playing Tarek plus Diana here. I mean, I like it. It's also, look at the traits it fills out. Way more traits in. With the Bard in as well. Like, it fits together really, really nicely. And now instead of we were 4 traits, now we're 7 traits. Yeah, I mean, that's a great little swap from Robin. This is kind of the default version of this comp, I would say, is oftentimes you're playing the Galio, you're playing the Thomas Kench, and then you're playing all the Arcana that you can fit. But instead of playing Arcana here, we are just playing these Warriors. But a really, really cool, flexible game from Robin. I guess, you know, based on how Robin's been playing, he's either going to take a mana item or another. I mean, just blue buff looks pretty good here. When you already have all this mana generation, it's going to make Melio get to the cast even faster here. So yeah, I think it makes perfect sense. Use your rerolls, scout around, see if we are fighting anyone that armor's good versus. Scrappy is, I mean, it's actually not bad because it guarantees an item for the Morgana. The Adaptive Helm Ari is not even that bad. So yeah. The spot looks great. I love the board that we got to. We are fighting. Oh my god, what is this? This is What the Forge Cassidon reroll with the Zanyas, the Seekers, and the Innervating Locket. I mean, wait, which one is Innervating? I always forget. Innervating Locket is one. I think that's Innervating Locket. And then there's the other one. There's Forbidden Idol. Yeah, I always mix the names of those two up, but that's Innervating Locket. Forbidden Idol is the other one. Okay, yes, I think I'm right. All right. Once again, I mean, we're level 9 at this point. I have to assume we're rolling for Charm every round. If we have AD in our pool, Bramble Vest onto TK doesn't even seem bad. I mean, there was certainly one AP player in the pool, but looks like the other one was AD, or else there's no way we would have taken this. We do end up fighting Ramkev here with a Bramble Vest. Looks a little bit silly. Ooh, especially when we're clumped pretty hard for that Briar ultimate. That is really, really rough here. I wonder if with different positioning we could actually win this fight. Ramkev does seem quite strong, but that Briar ultimate just absolutely destroyed our backline because we're so clumped. A little greedy to clump like this versus that when, you know, like obviously spite value is nice, but you know, is it that worth it? Robin looking at potentially fitting this in, yeah, with just the idea that, you know, at this point we're not playing for Portal anymore because we're not playing the Zoe because we need to play these better Scholars onto our board. So, you know, why even play the Galio? We can just play for 3 Preserver. We lose a trait, obviously, but 3 Preserver is, you know, not a bad trait whatsoever. There's Diana 2. We have to figure out how to get this back on our board. So yeah, we got to get back into the Tark. Ooh, is this gonna be a Titan's Resolve, yeah, onto the Diana, and then the Sterax just goes on frontline. Yeah, I like it. We just get to move the items over to Diana. Only downside is now we don't have Warrior in for Gwen, but she's still going to do good work with just the Sugarcraft. And I think just a beautifully flexible game from Robin. I feel like he's played this late game fantastically. All of these ins in the late game, just always playing around the core of 4 Scholar, right? And then just flexing around the other units that we hit 2-star. Why would we keep a Fiora 1 on our board when we could be playing a Diana 2? This looks great. We pick up Emilio 2, which is fantastic as well for playing for max cap. I mean, Robin could think about going 10. Seems a little bit excessive, and Silverguard's probably good enough here. We're probably just going to roll every round, look for solid charms, look for Morgana 2, and then, you know, itemize her down the road. And hey, I mean, you see the power of this Melio, right? Throwing items to our 2-star 5 cost, throwing items to our Rise. I mean, it's just beautiful. And the main thing that Melio needs is, you know, good units to play around. Melio is going to give all your units items, but if you're stuck on 1-stars, if you're stuck on a very cheap board, then Melio doesn't do anything. He augments the strength of your board. Like we were talking about earlier, right? We knew we were playing a Prismatic lobby. We knew we were going to have a lot of gold and, you know, be able to go fast level 8, fast level 9 this game. Melio's perfect for that because he gives us the items to scale up the rest of this board. So this is, yeah, just a very nice game from Robin. We'll see if we can. Oh, that is a double Locket Taric, and I don't really believe in this Taric unit that much as a main tank. And yeah, it looks like Melio doesn't believe in it either. Yeah, this fight looks so much better than the last one. So we're gonna kill off Ramkev. Is anyone else alive? One person left. Sunjong Kang. I mean, I don't know. Ooh, nice little denial there. Beautiful from Robin. The 8th Frost that he's going up against. He actually could have just thrown the game there if he was not paying attention, but Robin playing a clean game from start to finish, denies the Frost Emblem, throws it onto the Morgana so that she'll get farmed items. He's actually not even rolling here for Charm, not rolling for anything. He's just going to level 10. He's ready to start. he's just trying to stunt on this guy. And to be fair, I mean, it's a Karma board. We'll see. Ooh, this fight looks a little scary, Robin. Maybe we should have rolled for a charm here. Yeah, he is gonna... What is this guy doing, man? He loses because he didn't pick up a charm just so that he can go 10 for the Warwick for 3 Frost? What the f is this? I mean, it's a couple of traits in as well. It's Frost and Vanguard here. And he can take the Declaw. Okay, I mean, because he has the... Wow, he sacks the round. No charm, but now he gets to go 10. I mean, it looks a little silly, but I mean, he makes it work. He gets to level here, and now level 10 with a charm. There's still an Olaf on our back line, but he went back to front line, and that is gonna be the dub for Robin. I just think a beautifully played game from the perspective of items, from the perspective of flex. You can see why his scores look so good, because this was just a clean game of TFT. No tricks, no broken comp he's abusing. He legit played around Rise, a carry that people think sucks, and absolutely dominated the lobby. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch, all my other links down below. Thank you guys for watching, as always.